Detox is something that is already happening to your body naturally. It only slows down because of the kind of the toxins that we are putting into the body. I'm not against who love to eat meat, but tumeipenda zaidi beyond what your body needs. Alternative. When you say you don't eat so much meat, now where watu watauliza nitapata wapi protein yangu? So by evening you have taken more than 6 meals or 7 meals. So by evening already your body is so tired. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for each and every one of you for showing up today. Last year, a season like this, a time like this, we were here and we went through a process the same as this one, and today we are here to celebrate our herbs, we are here to celebrate our nature, we are here to go back to our roots. Kagomi, you have spoken in great details about what causes diseases, and it's true, diseases is not a rocket science, it's not something that is to be researched, it's something that it has shown you symptoms as it was creeping into your body, it have given you signs, it have screamed, it have warned you, before it is even takes you to a hospital bed, it has screamed in so many different names, it have shown you markers, it has shown you, there's no diseases that says that I never saw it coming, it came slowly with the way Kadami was saying, with a headache, with a stomachache, with a fever, with a sweat. That's how the disease comes in. So mine today is just to speak about detox. Detox is not something that is foreign to your body. Detox is something that is already happening to your body naturally. It only maybe slows down because of the kind of the toxins that we are putting into the body. Something that is foreign. It's not something that seems to be understandable because it's already happening into your body. Once you sleep, the detoxification process always starts. So how do we go about detox? We start our detox by our dressing, what is in our environment. What are you taking into your body? What is it that is changing your rhythm? How well do you even manage the way you eat? Yeah, because you realize you wake up in the morning and you have a mug of coffee, you have a cookie, you have a smoky satano, you have another cake with sugar, with milk tea, imejaa hapo ndani. By lunch hour unaendea mandazi na beans ama unaendea mandazi na nyama fried somewhere. By evening already now you are also full, or you are not full actually, because now your body is in balance and now you are craving for more. You have a very mountain big of ugali. Yeah, and because in the norms physical wa Kenya, you'll have to have a kuku, you'll have to have meat. Yeah, tumependa nyama sana. I'm not against to love to eat meat, but tumeipenda zaidi beyond what your body needs. So by evening you have taken more than 6 meals or 7 meals. So by evening already your body is so tired. It also needs just to shut down. And when it's shutting down, now the process of eliminating that waste that you have been taking the entire day slows down. When it slows down, now you start to clog. You clog your gut. You realize mtu anakwambia hata siendagi choo, and you realize that unaona ni kama kitu very important. Oh, I don't go to the toilet, to the bathroom. I don't go to the bathroom like after 2 days or at nini. Actually, it should trigger you. That once you have eaten those 6 meals and you have not gone to the bathroom, just know that something is already showing you a symptoms of that something is very bad with your gut. So detox, we start by eliminating. We eliminate the inflammatory foods, the mucus forming food, the food that are making your system clog. So once we eliminate those foods, now you're going to ask, what are you going to eat? Now we bring in the foods that are healing, the foods that are able to restore your body back to the rhythm. And it's only that you have to make sure that you are eating the right way. Nani anajua the way our animals eat? Yeah? They eat with the sun. But sisi utatupata by saa 3 ya usiku bado uko na ugali unangangana, ama bado uko na a very mountain 6 chapatis or a nyama choma or with a beer and everything there by saa 3. You should have stopped eating by around 6 p.m. or latest at 8 p.m. And you should start eating by around 11 a.m. So just remember that your body, once it starts elimination, it starts the entire night. The whole body is so it's already detoxifying up to 11 a.m. around there. So you putting a very heavy meal in the morning, you are already messing with your balance. You are already messing with your natural rhythm of the way your body should flow. So now we have now introduced foods that are healing, and today it's a beautiful day because you are going to enjoy the kind of the food. Unajua tunaendaga event and you realize the common meal ni chapo, ni mchele, ama different kinds of meat, alafu naslapiwa juu na watermelon. So by the time unatoka hiyo event, umebloat, hauendi choo, you just want to, like after umetoka kukula a few minutes, you just want to sleep. Because now your body just want to shut down to start digesting, to eliminate the waste. It doesn't, the body has a need. You eat, it digests, it gets the minerals, it gets the absorption, and then the waste comes out of your body. But now you are there, the elimination is slowed down because you have eaten, you have clogged your system. So today you are going to enjoy the kind of the meals that when we tell you now don't eat rice, what is the white rice? What is the alternative? When you tell you don't eat so much meat, now where watu watauliza nitapata wapi protein yangu? Na tuache hiyo mentality ya everything is about protein. Apana. Your body has that it needs. You don't feed it protein. No. You don't overfeed it carbs. Apana. Kuna ile kiwango mwili yako pia huwa inahitaji. But we realize nowadays we are just pumping. So after we have addressed now the foods, we come now to the rhythm. When do you eat? At what time do you eat? How do you combine your food? Yeah? So we have said that even when detox we start eating at around 11 a.m. So 11 a.m. is when you can take something that is heavy. And even now I hope we are going to change the way we are going to be starting eating. So from 11 a.m. is when you can eat and not close the eating by 3 or by 6 or latest 8 p.m. So by the time unaenda kulala, your food imedigestika, your body imeabsorb, imeanza kuutilize, and now it is able to start eliminating. And the first thing that you are going to do after you wake up ni kwenda choo, and you clear out the system. All right? So from there, now the rhythm, now we come now to introducing herbs as a healing agent, not only as a food supplement, but as a healing agent. Yeah, mtu utakuja useme nataka herbs za kunifanya ni lose weight. Unakwambia hapana. Hakuna magic wand kwa herbs yenye itakufanya lose weight. No, na kama iko penye inauzwa, just know that is very wrong. Herbs will only work well when you have addressed what you are eating. When you have addressed how you view food, how you manage the way you eat. So, hakuna venye herb ita work with you with a clogged system. So we go back to the elimination, to the adjusting of the way we eat. Now ndio tunakuja for the herbs. Those who are with us last year at a time like this, tukifanya detox ya May, that time we did 5 weeks. But you realize now your body needs a little bit more time to heal. You don't rush it. Healing is not something that you accumulate waste for that particular time. And then imeanza to create problem. You have issue, you have damaged cells, you have parasites, you have accumulated a lot of heavy metals. So there's no way that healing is going to happen like that. Hakunaga magic like ati umekuja hub ni ikufixie that particular day. It's something that you have to go through, you have to walk through. If I can give my personal experience, when I was trying to get rid of mucus, I went for 6 months just getting rid of the mucus. Nilikuwa ninatoa mucus for 6 months, and that is when I was able to clear out the mucus that was so much in my body. Had Kadomi, when she was speaking about the way we rushed the quick fix. My quick fix was cetirizine, because I had these allergies and sinuses. Anytime kuna baridi, I was triggered. Anytime kuna dust, I was triggered. But when I realized now I have to look the food that is causing my body to have that weak immune system, and it is overproducing the mucus to protect me. But me, I'm rushing now to the cetirizine to come dry up the mucus, and the mucus has to come out. Once imeshika trap the bacteria, the viruses, the pathogens, and everything, it has to exit your body. Now I take the cetirizine, it dries up, and after 2 weeks or a week, I'm back to the cetirizine because I never got healed. I never addressed the trigger. I never eliminated the inflammatory food. I never eliminated anything that was triggering it. Then what was the first thing that had to go? It was milk. Tunapenda maziwa, tumelelewa na maziwa. But that was the first thing that had to go. And once I get rid of the milk, the symptoms ikaanza kupungua. The next thing that had to be reduced in my diet is wheat and sugar, because as Kadami was saying that right now our wheat is highly genetically modified, and your body is no longer recognizing wheat as a natural food. It is recognizing wheat as an alien and a very unsafe thing to be taken. So once the body is recognizing that, it doesn't naturally eliminate it. So it is stuck. It is stuck. Your colon gets stuck. So that was the few things that I had to adjust. So I had now to look food as healing, not just something to come and fix immediately. So I had to go through a process. So as I was saying that our previous detox, we had it for 5 weeks, and we realized now healing doesn't just happen like that. We went to 6 weeks, that is on September. And this January of 2026, we went to 7 weeks because of the issue that Kadomi was speaking about, ameulizwa ya vaccine. I know it's something that's spoken in hush huku, but Kadomi have just said that be bold enough to speak about it. And then we realized that, people are coming and they're saying that we need to detox from the job and everything. What are we going to do? And she has spoken that the truth I can affirm to the way Kadomi has said is that you need to have a metal detox, a heavy metal detox. You don't only get to the heavy metals from the environment, from the taps, from the water, from the pots that we are cooking with nowadays, or from the perfumes and all those other things. You also get metals from the vaccine. So we have a complete 1 week to deal with that. And also realize that once you have the heavy metals, the parasites now love to hide behind the heavy metals. So where the heavy metals is ilidampiwa na live after all the elimination, hapo ndio parasites zinaenda kutengeneza kanyumba, and you have a foreign thing growing and all that. So it's a big process that your body has to go through. You don't have to rush healing. Healing doesn't happen today or tomorrow or as easy as you want to fix it. You have to go through the process of elimination, of adjustment, of healing, of uncomfortableness. Actually, sometimes it's very comfortable. You come to detox and I tell you, okay, it's week 1. I hope tumepata kuna vitabu zimepitishwa. It is a review of our last season, detox. And you realize that you come to detox, and because, I was telling our CEO something that is very funny. Umekuja detox, and the first 1 week or the 2 weeks, you feel like your body is betraying you. Everything that you knew, everything that was so comfortable to you, it is inachimbuliwa. Ni kama tanki yenye ilikuwa imenyamaza na uchafu, and then now you want to scrub it. Yes, ilikuwa inakutolea maji safi, but ilikuwa inanuka, ama ilikuwa na kauchafu, but ilikuwa imenyamaza. Sasa umekuja detox, now we are cleaning it. So you are going to complain because you will have headaches, you will have some rashes, you will feel the food is no longer sitting comfortable in your gut. But I have to tell you now, you will have to go through the process. Now you realize that mwenye mtu alikuja niko na ulcers, niko na gastritis, I'm inflamed, I'm everything. So the first 3 weeks they are kind of heavy and they kind of feel like you're betraying your body. But now from there, your body now starts to relax. Sasa una realize the first 3 weeks when you are on detox, they can't even recommend that detox to anyone because their body is very brutal to them. Now after the third, the fourth week, hapo ndio anaanza kusema kuna kitu nafanya ina happen. Now somebody comes to the detox and then they go through the process, anakuambia na iko hivi. See, my friend never told me that detox is this harsh. So you realize that's how your body reacts. So we follow the way your body eliminates waste. It starts from your colon. If your colon is clogged, there is no way that you are going to say that you can even boost your immunity. So to boost your immunity is to make sure that your colon is moving waste. And when the waste is moving, you also have to address now the heavy metals. And the heavy metals connected with the parasite. So the first 3 weeks of detox, we address the gut. We get rid of the waste. So from there now we come to our kidneys. The kidneys that help you filter blood, balance your minerals. So from kidney we go to liver. Liver is the whole body's machinery. Hata hizo dawa zenye tunameza kwa very frequently, they have to go through the liver for the cleansing. From the liver we go to blood. We need to make sure that our blood is flowing well. Kuna hii kitu watu wanaambiwa sijui kuna cholesterol ya damu, but is your body being inflamed in such a way that every time the liver sends the cholesterol to go repair, it now leaves the damage to cells. Na hazitoki, you create an inflammation in that place. So we do blood. After blood, now we address your lungs, your respiratory system, and get rid. And not only your respiratory system, also your GI has a lot of mucus. So we get rid of the excess mucus, the phlegm. We help the body eliminate. And at the end, your body is able now to return to healing. So healing is not an instant thing. Healing has to be a process, and you have to be comfortable to go through that process. We have loved a comfort. We have gone for quick fix. Let's now love the comfort with a long-term healing way of living.
Do you have anything you want to ask about Detox, the program? Okay.
I have a question. I follow a lot of doctors online. And one of the things that they say is that sometimes colon cleansing is not necessarily a great thing. It's good if you're unwell, but if you're well, it may not necessarily be good. And the reason they say it is because when you eliminate all the waste in the colon, you also eliminate good stuff. And sometimes the whole probiotic process of replacement, etc., does not necessarily return it to its original state. So what are your comments on that?
Thank you so much, Sally. Sally? Yeah, it is true. Actually, we also don't encourage at extreme. Unaona ile unataka utoe waste and then you go for something that is kind of a laxative that makes you diarrhea, and because most of us have seen, we think that when you say that you do a colon cleanse, we are meaning that you go diarrhea for 3 days or a bucket of poop or that. No, we don't encourage that. So even when you're doing a colon cleanse, you have to balance. Yes, you want something that will break down the waste. You want a herb that now will repair the gut. You want to replenish your gut with good bacteria. And you also need to make sure that your diet is full of fiber so that it can hold and sweep out the waste. So anything that is for colon cleanse and has to be very extreme, that you have to be in the bathroom, that means that you're going to lose a lot of minerals. So naturally, if you are eating right, you won't need that colon cleansing, because either way, you woke up in the morning, a very simple way of a full day. You woke up in the morning, you blended your juice, you blended some beets, some cucumbers, a pineapple, and a ginger. That is also full of fiber. You eat. Your fiber itaenda kutoa the natural waste, it's okay. Maybe last time you take a soup, that is okay. It will help heal the gut or bone broth. It is a good thing. At lunchtime, you make sure that you add a probiotic. So if anything that was lost, a good bacteria was lost, now you're in a place now to replenish it. So by that time, hata hujakunywa herb yoyote ama hujakunywa laxative yoyote, but your body naturally has eliminated the waste. It has retained what was important to eat. It supports your kidneys. The roots are magical for your liver. So yeah, she got it so she can have her pack.
Hii dandelion nimebeba moja inafanya hizo vitu zote umesema, inatengeneza coffee ninaotumia na mboga na ugali na This is the one I'm carrying, right?
Yeah. Even the green veggies you can blend and put it to your green juices. Just pluck the whole plant as raw. It is available especially when it rains and it is in planting season. You pluck the leaves, the flower, and mix it with your green juice.
Amazing. Your name is?
Annette.
Annette.
She talks about the lion's mane, oregano, and ashwagandha. So I want to focus more on the lion's mane. That is one herb. It looks like a mushroom, but it is good for your memory. I want to speak that because it's also a very safe herb for children, especially those who have struggle with their memories, they struggle with speaking. So it's a very good herb for children, and it's very safe. You know, when you're coming in and you're requesting a herb that is safe for your children, you always want to know what is this that is safe for children. So another herb another product that we have that is very safe for children and boosts their immunity, and every one of you, if you have a child or even you as an individual should have in your home, is black seed oil. This one. This is a cold pressed black seed oil. It's very good for immunity and it's very safe for children. It boosts your immunity, it helps fight the flu. But either way, even if you're fighting a flu, it means you are watching also the foods that you're eating. You can't be fixing a flu and you are triggering the mucus to be produced excessively. So this one helps. It also helps with the skin conditions with children, or if you have any infection or scalp infection or skin infection. This is very powerful. I think in Quran, they believe that it can heal every other disease except death itself, but it is very good. It's not a magical herb that you abuse your body and then you come for black seed oil. It's still either way, you still have to support your body the right way. So black seed oil, for all of those who are seeking a herb that is very supportive for the children, this is it. Yeah, cactus are very good for your gut health. They're also very good for your joints. You can always cut your cactus, unaiweka kwa maji, and you let it sit overnight, and then you take it in the morning. It helps with your gut lining. The same case with aloe vera, it helps with your gut lining. It's the same with those who love to take slippery elm. Yeah, it is mucish in nature, so it helps with your gut lining. It also helps with your joint. Yeah, and any inflammation with the joints and such. So, and in relation to that, when you have a lot of inflammation, we have another herb that is good for inflammation. We call it soursop. Soursop is very good for all kinds of inflammation, may it be joint, may it be chest inflammation, may it be gut inflammation. Any place that your body have that inflammation or you have in so much pain. Yeah, let me just say in that form, you have a lot of inflammation in your body, soursop will help a great deal. We have soursop here for nini. Na usiende kuchemsha soursop haichamshagwi. Soursop kama hivyo unachemsha cactus. Soursop utachemsha maji, uweke kakijiko kale kadogo kwa hiyo maji moto yenye imechemka, ufunike uwaitie kwa dakika 15. Alafu sasa uchunge ukunywe, hii usichamushe kuchamusha. Black seed oil, you just put few drops to your tongue, and 2 to 3 drops to your tongue, maybe 2 to 3 times if the flu is very heavy. You just put it that and you take it maybe twice or thrice a day. If it's just for boosting your immunity, once a day is okay. Dandelion, I think that is a whole plant. Whole plant you can boil. We boil some roots to get the extract better. So that one you can boil for 2 to 3 minutes and you are good to go.
Irene,
thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much. A round of applause for Zippy.